Lately it's just me against the world. Round and round I'm caught up in this swirl, trying to dig and trying to burrow. Pressure turned this stone into a pearl. Lessons that I learned weren't always thorough, sugar-coated like a churl. Now I'm really out here on my own. Now my homies acting like I owe 'em. Done extending out my arm. Made a lot of money from my poems. Been around and now they say I'm on. I can finally say I'm up now. I'm up now. 20,000 on a bus.
What is going on, bro? Welcome to the video. We just put the finishing touches on the home garage gym. Later in the video we'll get a workout in and I'll show you the upgrades we made. But check it out, man. We're back in Houston, Texas. Even though, to be honest, it doesn't feel like Texas. It feels like we're back in Boston, man. Look at this. It is 36 degrees outside right now in Houston. And this is specifically why we moved to Texas, away from the Northeast. Like, I wish I was back in Mexico, sitting on the playa, sipping my margarita right now. So my last couple uploads were kind of like vacation travel vlogs. I hope you guys enjoyed the vibes. But today I want to do a throwback to the old school How to Beast content, and I want to talk about 3 different hacks or habits that I think every guy needs to be doing in 2021 just to be as confident as possible in yourself and give yourself the best chance of achieving more this year than you did in any year in the past. I think I'm gonna call it like alpha male habits. I don't really like the terms alpha, beta, simp, cuck, but like, you can't deny that when you hear the word alpha, immediately you know, oh, like a confident, strong guy who doesn't care what other people think about him, so it makes it convenient to use for YouTube titles. Let's keep that in mind. Could I get the chicken burrito, the chicken breakfast burrito, as well as your Greek yogurt fruit parfait? So y'all probably heard people say that everything in life is sales, everything's a negotiation, right? And if you think about it, it's true. Like, if you're walking into a job interview, you're selling the interviewer on yourself and you're trying to negotiate your salary. Even if you approach a girl, again, like, you're selling the girl on yourself, and then maybe you're trying to negotiate getting your number and setting up the date. And that's why it's crucial to know how to handle negotiations. Y'all might not know this, but I was an economics major in college, and we learned this concept called Batna, the best alternative to the negotiated agreement. And this basically means if the negotiation doesn't work out, what's your alternative? What's your backup plan? So if you're walking into a job interview and it's the only interview you've had in months, and if you don't get the job, you're gonna go broke, you don't have a backup plan. But maybe they're interviewing like 3 or 4 other guys today, so they do have a backup plan, and because of that, they have the power. Even if they offer you the job, they can give you a really low, shitty salary because you don't have a backup plan. You have to take it. By the way, something I definitely was missing in Mexico was Chick-fil-A. Today I got some breakfast, got their fruit yogurt with some granola on top, chicken breakfast burrito, and some hash browns. Look at that, bro. That is why Chick-fil-A is the GOAT of all fast food. Now, here's the good news. In order to get better at negotiating, you don't need any like weird conversational tricks. You just need to have a better Batna. When you have backup options, that gives you the power. And that's why, you know, when you're applying for jobs, you want to apply to a shit ton of jobs. Back when I was finishing school, I was applying to 5 to 10 jobs every day, because now when I went into an interview, I didn't feel like I needed it to work, and that gave me a huge confidence boost, because I was like, well, I have an interview tomorrow if this doesn't work out. And when I started to get job offers, I got 2 or 3 at the same time, and now I could be like, well, they're offering me this, what can you do? I didn't have to do any weird tactics. Like, it just turned into a bidding war, and I got, you know, the best offer possible. Like, looking back, I actually did pretty good with that. But what I didn't realize is that you can and should apply this to every area of your life. Like, for a while when I was single, I was just hoping that I'd get introduced to a friend of a friend and it would all work out for me without having to approach girls. But what would happen? Every once in a while, I'd get introduced to a really hot girl, but I didn't have a Batna. I didn't have any other options, so that made me really needy. And obviously, I'd fuck it up with that girl and it wouldn't work out. But when I finally did force myself to start approaching girls, and I got on online dating apps and I started swiping, well, now, you know, I'd constantly be messaging girls and going on dates. So whenever I did meet a super hot girl I was crazy excited about, I didn't screw it up anymore because I had other options, and that made me a lot more confident. Like, even if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna be good. And then once you have that mindset, it starts to work out. And that's my challenge for you this year, man. You need to stack the deck in your favor in every area of your life, with dating, with your career. Even if you're going to buy a new car, go to multiple dealerships, get multiple offers, because that's how you're gonna get the best price. Like, whenever you put yourself in the position that you only have one option, then that person's always going to take advantage of you, and it's not their fault. Like, it's your fault. Go find more options. So one of the final home upgrades is complete. I think we're only planning on doing one more thing after this, but who knows? We replaced the front door. We had like a old school regular wooden door. We replaced it for this sleek iron door because, as y'all know, we painted the windows, the window trims black on the outside, and then we were looking at the house like, it looks dope, but it's missing something else. And I think the door, it finally brings the whole vibe together. It modernizes the look a little bit, and you better bet that I got a few different quotes and had a few different options before I decided which company to go with. Hey, what's going on, bros? What? I can't hear you, man. Is it because of the beanie? It's not because of my earwax. No, I haven't cleaned it since before Mexico. You're right, I do need to clean it. And that's why I decided to partner with Axelglade to be the sponsor of today's video. When it comes to grooming yourself and feeling as fresh as possible, this guy right here, the Spade from Axelglade, is an absolute game changer because it takes the earwax cleaning game to the next level and it makes Q-tips feel like a thing from the dinosaur ages. So check it out. You have your charging base, and then you have this little pin right here. This is the Spade. As you can see at the end, it has this little tip that's created to gently scoop the earwax out of your ears. It's got a 3 megapixel cameras and 6 LED lights for maximum precision. All right, here's how it works. You're gonna open up the Spade app on your phone, then connect to your Spade via Wi-Fi, then you can click in and access the camera. Then you gently put this into your ear and you go fishing. Oh man, look at that right there. A lot of wax in my ears after that trip. I know it seems kind of strange, but I promise it's easy to get the hang of, and like you can tell, like I can feel that I've gotten all the earwax out, whereas sometimes if you use Q-tips, like it feels like you just pushed it deeper in there, which is kind of gross if you think about it. And because Axelglade is sponsoring today's video, you can use that code right there to get 10% off plus free shipping. And just to give you a little heads up, they're already doing a 22% offer on their website, and this code's actually going to stack on top of that just to get you the best discount possible. So if you're looking to take your grooming game to the next level, just click that first link in description to pick up your Spade today. So Elliot is definitely the YouTuber that had the biggest impact on my life. Like back when I was starting my self-improvement journey, 2012, 13, 14, watching his videos, like it changed my life. So thank you, Elliot. But the reason I'm bringing him up is because in his videos, he talks a lot about bioenergetics. And if you haven't heard of this before, let me give you a warning. It can kind of seem like some spiritual woo-woo bullshit. But from my experience, it's a very powerful physical meditation that gets you out of your head. And like when you get stuck in your head, overthinking things, doubting yourself, worrying about things, it's impossible to be confident in yourself. So this can be a very effective thing to do as part of your morning routine, or maybe you just do it, before you go on a date or into a job interview, or before you're about to do some activity that's going to be intimidating. Now there's a bunch of different ways to do this, but let me show you a quick little flow that you can try if you want to give this a shot. So you're going to want to start by just bouncing back and forth on your feet, feeling the ground below you. Let your body just be loose. Let your arms swing. Breathe deeply. And then kind of feel your vocal cords a little bit. Feel your full diaphragm. Shake your face, like let your face muscles get loose. And then something else I like to do, in meditation a lot, you focus on feeling the sensations in all parts of your body. So a way that you can actively do this is little by little, from the bottom up. Just kind of slap your body little by little, your whole body, and focus on feeling every part of your body as you're slapping it. Because this is going to, you're actually awakening your nervous system. You're feeling the nerve endings in every little part of your body. And as you're doing this, you're getting out of your head. Like, you're getting in tune with your body. And after you've done this, it's impossible to be stuck in your head worrying about stupid shit. I know that seemed very strange. Watching it might have been uncomfortable for some of y'all, but like, if you're watching that and it makes you uncomfortable and you think it's super cringy and embarrassing, you're probably someone who should try it, because you probably have so much built up tension and anxiety inside of you, and doing this is a way to release that. It's like a pressure valve. Every once in a while, you release that pressure, get all that tension out of your body, and I promise you're gonna feel amazing afterwards. You're not gonna be stuck in your head. You're gonna be ready to go crush whatever you're gonna go do next. Gains, bro. Workout complete. Let me quickly show y'all the couple upgrades we made to the garage gym. First of all, we got this piece of equipment here, which is a combo between a quad extension and a seated hamstring curl. You just load the plates on here. Now we can do like full leg days from home, which is super dope. We also upgraded the barbell. The first one I got was a cheap one from Amazon that was like bending. This one's super high quality from Rep Fitness. Also from Rep Fitness, we got this adjustable bench, and I'm honestly blown away by how like sturdy and how quality this thing is. It has this super dope attachment y'all saw me using at the end, so you can actually use it to do decline sit-ups too, which is honestly just super versatile. Perfect for the garage gym. Failure sucks, right? Like, the fear of failure is probably the #1 fear that we have. I used to be so afraid of failing and getting rejected by girls. Like, just the shame and the embarrassment that came with that was too intimidating that I straight up just didn't even do it. I just stayed a virgin for years, not even trying. And, you know, even when I started reading dating advice and watching dating advice YouTube videos, I was getting all this information, right? Like, you're not supposed to be needy, you shouldn't get overly invested at the beginning of a relationship, but I wasn't learning anything. Like, it's not until I got a few numbers and over-texted girls and they started ghosting me, or I went on a date with a girl and I just tried to hang out with her as much as possible, that I actually learned that lesson. You know, when I failed myself and my neediness cost me several cool girls, that's when I learned the lesson. Like, failure is the greatest fucking teacher. You can have all the information in the world, but until you fail and experience that pain, you don't really learn anything. Like, the people who are most successful are the people who are failing the most. The people who aren't failing at all, those are the people who haven't made progress in years, and they're just, you know, they've just accepted defeat. They're not even trying anymore. And this is not just for women. Like, you know, when I decided I wanted to start my own business, I was really afraid of losing any money at all. So I didn't want to invest any money into it. The thought of paying like $8 a month to host a website was scary to me, so I didn't even do it at first. But little by little, I started to fail. I launched a bunch of products that sold nothing. You know, I failed more and I started to fail harder and harder. Like the most recent Edge launch, I invested over $100,000 into that launch. And that's a lot of money. Like, the idea of failing that big years ago, I wouldn't even be able to comprehend that fear, you know? And I'm not saying that the launch was a failure, but you have to get comfortable with these bigger and bigger failures. Like, failure is 1 step backward, 2 steps forward. It's 1 step backwards because it sucks, it's painful, it makes you angry and mad at yourself or other people maybe, but it's 2 steps forward because now the first step forward is learning the lesson. Like, now that you failed and you had that pain, now you learned a lesson out of it. And the second step forward is the fact that you got more comfortable with failure. So now future failure is not gonna scare you as much. You need to fail more and you need to fail harder. If you're trying to get better with girls this year, make it your goal to get rejected by 200 girls, because I promise you, bro, if you get rejected by 200 girls, you're probably gonna get laid by 20 other girls. If you're trying to grow some type of business, make it your goal to launch 5 failed products. Because if you launch those 5 failed products, you know, maybe the 6th one is the first one that you're a little bit profitable on. Like, the more that you fail, the more successful you're gonna be. It's a simple concept that changed my life. So keep that in mind this year. Try and fail this year more times than you failed in any previous year, and you're gonna make way more progress. Anyway, gonna wrap the night up with a little bit of Thai food, spicy fried rice, extra chicken, a little bit of Julia, a little bit of Max.
Spicy, man.
Also gonna check out Hotel Artemis for the second time. Super dope movie. If you made it to the end of this movie, or this video, I appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe and turn notifications on because I drop 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.
Mine's on, I can't turn it off. Late nights and I'm turning up. Hate life, then I learn to love. Down and out, now I'm way above. I always knew I had it. Now I'm living out my dreams. Treat that money like an addict. It's a habit. I'm a fiend. Feeling that rush. Rocket ready to